Moby Dick was a beautiful creature before it became mechanical, as was the guild in the past. Now let's start off with the beginning of this episode, which is the Rampo. I really just want to get one complaint out of the way. That was really fast pacing. It really didn't give us enough material to make us care about what really happened, because I felt as if I was like, okay, that happened, like Yasunano died and then she's alive literally 30 seconds later. I was like, okay, I mean, it just really so happens, like, just so fast. It's really hard to, like, take it all in, but it was cool and funny to find out that Rampo thinks that he's actually gifted, even though he doesn't have powers, and he thinks that he must have glasses on, because he ends up actually solving the light novel mystery challenge because he picks up her glasses, and then he puts them on. So, the funniest part about this is, guys, Rampo can solve anything, any mystery. He really is a detective, and even though he thinks he doesn't do detective work, it's just his ability. Rampo has to know he's not gifted. He's basically just saying that's all just a mere facade and or persona. The little dialogue between him and Yasano, it's just funny to me. But hey, I'm shipping that pairing for sure. So. But for winning, they did give Rampo the secret details on how to take down Moby Dick, which they do decide the bomb is the best way and infiltration with Atsushi is the best way. Because one, he's been in the ship and he knows the ship, so that makes sense. Obviously, you don't want to send someone in there blindly, and at the same time, he's not a death flag because they won't kill him. They want him. They want to capture him. They won't kill Atsushi. They just won't do it. So I assume they were going to send Atsushi anyways. I'm assuming the guild knew that anyways. And it's just really fun to see that they keep countering one another. It's not just one person's just getting the edge on someone. One person gets the edge on someone, then another person gets the edge on someone. Even though they know, like, hey, we're gonna do this, and I know they're gonna counter us. I think we may be able to edge them out here, and that's basically what's going on with Atsushi, because Dazai even admits to knowing so. Dazai's been in control of so many things, like that whole Ongo thing. He intentionally made that crash happen, and his side was the only side that had an airbag. Ongo's did not. So basically, he said, hey, we'll heal your wounds. We'll hold you here if you give us back Kyoko, which we don't know. We didn't know that Kyoko was captured and gone. So basically, like, I believe it's like the Special Operations unit or the government has her. One of the two. I'm not sure exactly. I think it may have been the Special Operations unit can get her out of there. But she's on a ship where she's isolated. It's being steered robotically, like automatically, like a freaking robot. But that's because she's so dangerous. They see her to be so dangerous. But the one thing Ongo said, he was like, well, she's gonna have to be part of the agency. And Daza's like, she's not part of the agency. She hasn't taken that test. And that's a secret test that they really don't tell you is a test to get you into agency. So at the very beginning, Daza and Kunikita, whoever, Atsushi jumped on top of that bomb to save people because he's like, oh shit, he couldn't do anything else, so he hopped on top of it. It showed that he could save people. It showed that he did not just care about himself. He showed that he was made to be a detective, or he's at least cut out to do so. Now, Kyoko's doesn't have that, and we even see Atsushi kind of like, I don't know if Kyoko can pass that test. He's literally asking himself that now, and that's a lot. That means a lot. That's a lot of stuff, guys. Like, that's a lot of taking right there. Atsushi's down here now, after all he's done for her. I mean, he's down here now. I mean, that just shows how dire that situation is. And, I mean, Kyoko's really, she has to accept herself if this is ever going to work. She's not truly accepting herself. She's taking steps forward. We've seen that. Like, she even went back to the slums and said, I didn't belong there, so I came back here. I know where I belong. Now it comes down to her truly accepting herself. She not only does she need to have a, talk with herself, but she needs to have a talk with that demon that's inside of her, that, her special ability, her gift. So that's something that she really, really has to do, or else it's never going to happen. But one of the best things about this episode was towards the end. The second half was fire. Oh my gosh. Once again, Moby Dick was once a beautiful creature before it became mechanical, just as the guild was in the past. So I take it the leader of the guild is the one that really changed everything. Or maybe someone changed him, and then, well, maybe it's money, actually. When you think about it, maybe it's money. But, so it looks as if it's going to be Atsushi versus the guild leader in order to get this bomb now, because it's protected. The only way to take it down is if you go to the highest floor, and Moby Dick only is in 30% control of Moby Dick now. The guy who controls Moby Dick and or made Moby Dick. I'm not sure we know his name. I don't know if they said it. But he's only in 30% control. 70% of it is just basically happening automatically. Like, it's programmed to do so, right? And we see all the other guild members leaving in that car and they actually capture the redheaded girl. Then they actually had a countermeasure to break into her world, which I'm interested why they even cared for her. Like, what are you usually going to get from her? She doesn't want to be part of the guild anymore. So she's told her that. And she lied to Atsushi knowing that the guild could break into her world or else he wouldn't have escaped. So, I mean, hat off to her, because that was huge. Atsushi had to get out of there, or there would have been so many more problems. But it's not one of those things where it's just kind of being selfish in a sense. I mean, I think she could have went with Atsushi. I mean, why not? You know, that's something that you got to ask yourself though. Why didn't she just go with Atsushi then? I don't know. Maybe it's because they couldn't handle two people. At least that's what they thought. I mean, Atsushi's Were Tiger kicked in, and obviously it worked in. But yeah, that's something you got to ask yourself, because how would she have been able to survive from that fall? I mean, yeah, she could have held on to Atsushi, but, you know, I mean, the parachute even got shot down, so who knows? Who knows, right? I mean, how often do people jump with only one parachute when there's two people? I mean, shit. So, other than that, though, let's hop right back to Artegawa versus Atsushi. Artegawa seemed as if he's just a loose cannon, man. He's just mentally messed up. He does not understand Dazai's lessons. He doesn't understand Dazai's intentions. He's just hooked up on that. He wants his acceptance, and he thinks beating Atsushi is the acceptance. Power isn't what Dazai's looking for in his predecessor, right? Well, not predecessor, but in his apprentice, whatever you want to call him, right? In the person he's teaching, what he's teaching. We'll just go with that for the sake of the video. But that's not what he's looking for. He's looking for someone who's just generally a good person. He's looking for someone that Oda Saka was talking about when he's talking about protecting the orphans. Or he doesn't want him to protect orphans that are just going to go out hurting people. He wants to protect and teach a person who's going to go out and protect people. Yes, he has emptiness. Every orphan has some kind of emptiness, right? But Atsushi has that, and Dazai's trying to fill that in to give him the life Dazai wishes he could have had. And he's filling that in, and at the same time making sure Atsushi is on the side that protects people, making sure he's a person that wants to protect people, for God's sake, right? Doesn't want that orphanage to really hold him back. And Artegawa doesn't get that. I mean, it's obvious. Artegawa doesn't get that. I wouldn't be surprised if in the end, I mean, it's Artegawa and Atsushi versus the guild leader. But yeah, this is episode 21, so I mean, this is episode 10, I believe, I think it is. Let's see. Episode 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So episode 9, actually, I believe. I'm not sure. Title will have that correct, though, so who cares, right? Who cares? Title will have that shit correct. You know what? Oh, okay, it's episode 22. Okay, so it is episode 10. But, as always, guys, you've been Hex. You should leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Twitter, at Hex25. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to leave a like once again for Bungou Stray Dogs and to help support this video, because it really does help the channel grow. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.